Now about my stuff. Well, I got a lot of stuff. But I'm a minimalist. Through the years I discovered that wherever you take, it's always too much. I usually use like 3 t-shirts, 1 long sleeve shirt, 3 socks, sandals, some tennis shoes, and basically wherever I have to wash, I wash it. And then I store it in some mesh bag, put it on the back of my bike, and all that wet stuff, it's dry by the midday. So I'll show you a little bit. Over here I use my boots made by City. They waterproof, you can walk with them everywhere, they're very comfy. Use my New Balance tennis shoes. For the pants I'm using Revit. They are waterproof, so you don't have to wear anything on top of that. It starts raining. Same thing with the coat. It's not waterproof, but it's pretty light and comfy. And I don't like to zip some waterproof liner underneath because the coat is getting too heavy. So sometimes when it's raining constantly too long, I'm just using this simple cover up. You can get it like any store. It's very light. You just wear on top of your jacket, and then you take it out, pack it, and your jacket is all dry and clean. So that's that. I use my Suunto watch. They pretty good telling the weather and stuff. I can wear it now. I got the splint here. For electrical equipment, I use some inverters. Then you can connect your computer, camera. It's plugged in into your bike. Some additional supplies and chargers. Always use my sunglasses underneath my shield because it's nice when wind is going into your face, kind of refreshing. And at night I use the clear glasses also because the tint shield is kind of dark sometimes, covered with box and stuff. Yeah, this is sometimes I use instead of the splint. I got bad tendonitis, so it's easier using this windproof jacket. I like it because if sometimes you strap the original motorcycle liner, it look kind of funny. This one, it's you can take off your motorcycle clothes and go anywhere, you know. Sometimes when it's very cold, I use this BMW heating vest. Although I use it just a few times, but it's very packable, light. I've been using one time, it was like 16 degrees. And keep you warm. It's pretty good. Over here I got again some just a raincoat. If you go on the rallies or you just go anywhere, slip that over any clothes you wear, keep you from rain. Very packable with his own bag. Sometimes I use this one, but not very often. You should just keep the cold from your neck. And it's very cold. I use the full balaclava because sometimes your head is just very cold. And bunch of gloves. This is some gloves I use from Aerostitch when it's raining hard, like day and night for days. Whatever waterproof gloves you use, they're getting soaked. This one you just wear over your gloves and they completely waterproof. So at least you'll have dry hands. When it's very cold, I'm using this BMW winter gloves, or this Revit and Revit sometimes. When it's hot, using this one. When it's not so hot, using that. And this is a cooling vest. You soak this into a water when it's very hot, and putting on your body. That's the mesh I've been talking about when I wash my clothes, socks and t-shirts. I'm strapping this one on the back of my bike, and while you're riding, everything getting dry, fresh. Use a right helmet, and this I use all the time underneath of my coat, because when you move your head all the time, you know the coat scratching your neck, and this is very light. And then you can use it instead of the hat, just wear top of it. Over here, if you're in Alaska, you won't survive a day without this, because as soon as you take off your helmet, mosquitoes go everywhere, and that's very helpful to keep them out. So that's that. Over here I got some liners from the BMW again. Sometimes I strap them, put a bunch of stuff, they waterproof, not 100%, but they keep the water out, and you can expand them, which is very helpful. And sometimes I just strap them on top of my cleaners like that. Just like that. Or like this. Depends on how much stuff I got in it. There you go. And I mean, you're always using this tank bag. You can put a lot of stuff in there, maps and like the camera, my laptop, and this is waterproof. You can put some of your stuff in there, keep away from the water. And if you're in a city or someplace, it's very expendable. You can just have the water inside. It's right on this side. And you just can walk, drink, buy some souvenirs. Very light. For a sleeping bag, I use Marmot. It's very light and packable. I like it a lot. And sometimes I'm using this pad or that or that. It all depends where you go. And sometimes those can deflate, you know, and if it's not holding any air, then you're in trouble. You're sleeping on the ground, which is not very comfortable. So at least this pad you can use always. Keep you protected from the cold. Let's move over here. This is very packable again. Tripod, using a lot when I'm on a trip making some videos and pictures. Everything packed here. Strap on your bike. This is waterproof. Again, if you want to get some additional equipment you want to keep from the water. Sometimes I'm putting my laptop in here and putting inside my laptop case, but then basically you just, you know, fold it. It keeps everything from moisture. If you don't have anything to eat, you can always catch a fish. Look how small it is. And I caught a lot of good fish with this. It's very, very packable. You got all your hooks and everything, and comes down to such a small package like this. This is a very bright light made by Clearwater. Some very friendly people from Clearwater donate that light to Stephanie. It's very bright. Look, one time I stuck on the beach and I was digging and digging and digging with my hands. It was so painful. Now I got this little shovel to dig yourself out of mud or sand. Again, everything stores very light and you can use it. Not often, but that time on the beach I wish I had something. So it packs like this. very light. This is your filtration. They got some better models, but this is plastic and very light. Again, I like the light stuff. It goes in here. You can go to the river, connect this like that, and just pump from any river or lake. I sometimes put a few drops of some chemical to clear the water. Titanium stuff, very light. I like that a lot. And the stove, again, everything goes here. You can cook a simple meal. Different, you can boil the water. Very small but sharp knife. I use it a lot, and relax me with Gerber. Chop some woods. This is a little thing you can, bigger woods you can just cut like that. So that's that. And I'm using this tent made by Hilbert. It's a bigger tent, but I like it. It's very light. You can use your wet equipment in this vestibule, like your boots, your jacket. You can hang wherever. And you can sleep here. You got a lot of room. Over here, I put some strings on top. Here on top, then I can just dry my clothes. I like this tent. It's very light and got a lot of space. Let's move to the motorcycle. I'll show you what equipment I'm using on a motorcycle.